The opening session is designed to last about an hour, and then we go into a series of parallel sessions on a number of issues on Syria, on Africa, wars in Africa, NATO, and a whole lot of other issues. And I want to say, first of all, a big thank you to all of you for coming, and for everyone that has worked with and supported the Stop the War Coalition ever since our foundation in 2001. And whilst we did not succeed in stopping either the wars in Afghanistan or Iraq, I think the memory of those wars and the opposition to those wars and the revulsion at the huge loss of life and the waste of money involved in those wars finally brought about the vote in Parliament at the end of August, when the House of Commons rejected the Prime Minister's request to send troops into Syria. Just imagine what the situation would now be like had that vote gone the other way, and British and American planes would be bombing in Syria, and the war in Syria, disastrous as it is, would have become even worse and even more complicated and could well have spread over into Iran and other places. The non-intervention there has led to a whole series of quite promising chain reactions, such as the removal of chemical weapons, the agreement with Iran on nuclear facilities, and it raises the whole possibility of a genuine peace conference surrounding Syria, and it also raises the whole possibility of ridding the whole region of nuclear weapons, which of course means that pressure has to be put on Israel to get rid of its nuclear weapons as a way of bringing about peace within the region. So if anyone says that protest doesn't work, political actions don't work, popular movements don't work, they're wrong, because the effect that we've had in this country has been considerable, and the knock-on effect in the United States and other places, and from the peace movement of the USA, has been very considerable. But unfortunately, there are serious dangers in many other places, such as the intervention in Mali and in Libya, and the spread of arms all over North Africa, often occasioned by the greed of mineral companies and the greed of arms manufacturers to sell yet more destructive weapons to that region. So there's a lot to discuss today, and I'm really pleased there's such a great turnout. I want to start with a message I've received from Joe Lombardo, the National Coordinator of the United National Anti-War Coalition in the USA. I won't read it all because it's quite long, but I'll read this part. We in the US have learned long ago there is no such thing as humanitarian wars waged by superpowers in the name of democracy. The poor people across the globe would be far better off determining their own futures, free from interventions, sanctions, embargoes and no-fly zones, orchestrated by those who seek to recolonize the planet.